This is Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Get hot, hot. Get hot. Yeah. Get hot.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Yeah.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. So nothing doing there. And it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Check down here for Henry. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yard? A long one, and he can't connect. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now Goff. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. From the 34-yard line, here's second down of the yard.
180. Go.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10.
First down. First and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Second and 6. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Henry. Well, the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Jackson. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Lions 0.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 3rd and 5. Goff now looking to throw. He's got right on the short throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Again at 7. First down is right.
Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Isaac to Slaw. 53 yards. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hold on. Check. What?
After the interception, here's Goff. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
That's good. For the Lions. First down.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Oh, that's
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go on fourth. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before break here. Goff. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll start this drive just across. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
It's second down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Goff. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
15 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
Back to throw. Goff. That's caught at the 3. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. The give, right side for Gibbs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 22-yard
Now you
line.
want like 20. 5.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 6.
Now Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Lions. 1st down.
Gibbs is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Out of the gun, Goff. And in for the Lions, touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Ravens 14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Baltimore, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now Lamar changing the play. A First down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Jackson going to keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Hey, Alpha, sit on. Sit on. Sit on.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back into 24.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Oh. Yeah. Sit on.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over the 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a really nice gain of 25 yards. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's Goff. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Namdi Matabike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are